feel this song has a lot of cool ideas within it, but it ultimately comes out quite half-baked. Some nice chords, a slight bit of modulation, really cool production with sort of Kate Bush inspired electronic drums, but it only goes so far and delivers an experience that feels a little bit flat, and I'm not entirely sure what the song was trying to achieve other than just be another fairly catchy top 50 hit on Spotify. But there are some cool elements which we'll dive into, and we'll cover the chords of this song. So here's how to play What Was That by Lorde, including a bit of analysis of the song itself. So the song starts on C major, as we get this introduction to the electronic synth bass, the foundation of the song and what drives it forward. And once we have that intro, we move into the main chord progression, which starts off this verse. So we have F major to A minor, to C major, to G major. And we do that 3 times. And then for the 4th time, we do F major, A minor, C major, and then up to D major, which is a nice bit of modulation, meaning that chord comes from out with the key of this song, which is C major. So ordinarily in C major we would have a D minor, but here we have a D major. So the third of that chord is a note out with the key of C major, F sharp. However, it is quite a low information chord in this song, so it could be perceived as a D minor. I'm hearing more of a D major, but let me know in the comments what you think. So when we move to the bridge before the first chorus, we're on G major for 2 bars, then A minor, then B minor, before heading into the chorus. And what's quite cool here is going from the B minor to the first chord of the chorus, which is F major. We're moving up a tritone to reach that first chord of the chorus. So again, a little bit of dissonance in this song and interesting chords, which give it a nice flavour. It's not so safe and settled. So with the chorus, it's very similar to the verse. F major, A minor, C major, and G major. And then F major to A minor, C major, D major. That modulated chord once again. So then when we return to the verse, it's essentially the same as the start of the song, except we do not go to that D major. So there's 4 rounds of F major, A minor, C major, G major. And then when we go to the bridge 2, so this is slightly different than the bridge in the going into the first chorus. So it is the same as the first verse. So we have 3 rounds of F major to A minor, to C major, to G major, and then on the 4th time we go to that D major instead. So F major, A minor, C major, and then to D major, and we hold on that for a few bars before heading into the chorus. Then the chorus is the same again, so we have F major, A minor, C major, G major, F major, A minor, C major, D major. And that repeats until the end of the song, where in the outro we return to that sort of pulsating C major chord on the synth. So it's a very simple song in structure. It's not overly conventional that the verses change chords slightly. It's not just a complete copy and paste, which is quite nice to hear, a bit fresher. And as I say, there's that cool B minor before heading into the first chorus, which offers that tritone switch, which is a nice thing to hear. It's that extra bit of tension that you don't always get in these Western popular songs. And also that D major in the verse and the chorus, which sits out with the key of C major, bringing in the F sharp to the C major key signature. So 2 nice instances of increased tension in this song. Otherwise, it's very safe, very diatonic, and gives the listener a nice easy ride throughout. Now, I do think this song could have gone further with the production, some more sweeping, interesting sounds across the stereo field, and a little bit more rhythmical interest. There's a lot of space in the song which could have been really cool for some extra percussion, some interesting sounds being brought in throughout, especially with a song that's speaking about enhanced experiences or drug-induced euphoria in your youth. There's lots of interesting sounds. I think of bands like MGMT who explore similar themes, and they deploy a range of interesting and sort of alien sounds sounds into the song just to feed into that theme. But overall, it's a safe pop song which is going to be catchy and popular, I'm sure. So let me know what you think of the song, and let me know what you think of that D major. Do you hear D minor? It's a low information section of the song, meaning there's not a lot of additional colour in that chord, so it's quite hard to determine. But I am hearing a D major, and I think it actually, when you play, when you give it that D major in the chord progression, it sets up the next phrase quite nicely with that increased tension. So I think if I was playing this song, I would go with the D major, but it's certainly D minor would work in this instance as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I'll see you again for another chord tutorial and song analysis.